Harry, what's up?
Mr. Harry Potter.
What's
All right,
good? Good, good,
see,
good.
dude. Come on in. Let's grab a drink. But how you been, dude?
I've been, just working, just doing shows, just work on my next album or single, whatever
Already?
it may be. Yeah.
You just put it out.
But
Yeah.
you always have to
What?
stack it up.
It's been what, like a month or two? 2 months?
Almost 2 months, I think.
It still blows my mind though that like I am having a conversation with you here in Korea
Yeah.
because people don't really know this, but like,
Yeah.
well, you had a complete different career before you moved out to Korea, and like, and we went to college together. So like, we've seen each other when I was much fatter and chubbier because I was
Me
just
too.
drinking all the time.
Me too. Who
But-
wasn't?
You tell me, sure, like you grew up here.
No, up until 6th grade.
Sixth
I
grade.
was in Seoul.
You're in Seoul.
Yeah, and then I moved. My family moved to the States. And
Okay.
then I grew up there. Middle school, high school, college,
Yeah.
post grad, and then here.
And then you're here.
It was tough in the beginning because so amongst all my relatives, we were the only family that actually moved out to the States. So we had no connections, we had
No support.
No support.
Yeah.
So, more specifically, my parents struggled more than me and my sister, you know what I mean? Because they had to hustle. My dad had to do all these different things. Like he used to work at a deli, at some thrift shop.
Yeah.
He worked at 7-Eleven.
Right.
It was crazy.
So like a lot of just side jobs.
Yeah.
Hustling.
Yeah, until they found a place. Now they're still working at a dry cleaner.
Okay. So we're working together.
Yeah,
Okay.
for a while. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That's like the quintessential immigrant story of like we're moving to the States for a better life for our
Yeah,
kids.
Yeah. For
Right.
better education. For
Right.
better whatever. Yeah. That's more of a reason why, as the oldest son, I couldn't tell my parents oh, I want to do music. I want to pursue music back in Korea,
Right.
where we just came from. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
You guys gave up your career just to move to the States, but now I want to go back.
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
Dude, so this is like the craziest. It's like every time I check in on you, so I'm in Korea, I'm like, yo, how you doing? And then you're like, yo, yeah, I'm like doing dentistry.
Every time we it's like different.
I'm like coding. And I'm like, what is this dude doing?
Yeah, man.
So like, wait, what did you do? You were at a dentist office doing what?
You know, when you go to a dental office,
Yeah.
there's not just the dentist, but there's somebody right next to them.
Right, just
You
like
know?
helping them with
Yeah,
everything.
right, right.
So you doing that.
The assistant, yeah.
So you were assisting tearing people's mouths apart.
Right.
Dentistry scares the crap out of me, dude. So you're doing like my nightmare.
Right.
And then you're miserable, and then you're like, I'm gonna go become a coder, developer, so I can do something that's different from this thing.
Right.
And
it
then-
still kind of requires creative thought.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you got in touch with Show Me the Money.
No,
Like,
that was
how did that happen?
So I was working as a developer.
Right.
And one day I woke up and I just, checked my Instagram and I see Jay Park started following me. And I was like, what's going on? This must be like some fake account.
Right.
So I click and it's actually Jay Park. So I was like, what's going on? In my head, I'm like, what's going on?
Right.
So I DM him and I was like, why'd you follow me? And
What do you want, Jay Park?
yeah, why did you follow me? And he's like, dude, I accidentally came across one of your music videos, which I shot with no budget at all with my friends. He's like, yo, your music is dope, and AMG is having a New York tour. You should come and see me.
Right.
But I couldn't go to see him because all the tickets were sold out, and back then I didn't want to feel like a scrub asking for free tickets. I was like, oh, okay. And then later he's like, why don't you come? I was like, oh, because it was sold out. I didn't want to ask for free tickets. I was trying to be fun. He's like, oh, okay. So when you visit Korea, hit me up.
Right. All right, let's get some air. Let's sit outside. Ooh. Right? Yeah. It's like quiet during the weekdays. Ooh, okay. No, I want to pull this out just a little bit. Dude, so like you're living by yourself?
Yeah. And my dog.
You have a dog?
Yeah, just got her like last week.
Oh, it's a baby?
Yeah. 3 months old.
What kind of dog is it?
Toy poodle. She's so cute, man.
What's the name?
Holly.
Holly?
Yeah.
Why Holly?
Because I'm a big Breaking Bad fan.
Okay.
And that's the little baby of Walter White.
Okay.
Yeah, her name is Holly. So.
That's cool. Oh man, I want a dog so bad.
You can't have one? Oh, because you're busy.
I'm like never home.
Right.
And so I'm scared.
It'll change your life, man.
It's like raising a child though.
Yeah.
That's why like I had every once in a while like dog sit and I'm like, no, I can't do this.
You feel like you're never ready before you actually get one. You just gotta get one. Well, no, that's probably no, I shouldn't say that's very irresponsible of me.
Right.
Yeah, but you'll never feel like you're completely ready.
You just kind of got to make the jump.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're living in Korea by yourself. You've been here for like 2.5 years. What's that transition been like in Korea? Do you love it?
Yeah, some aspects of living in Korea, I love it. Just the fact that I'm living the dream.
Right.
Is something that I love. Also, everything is very convenient here. It's very fun to be here. So that's something that I really love, just to be around people that I used to watch through YouTube.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. In
like
the
yourself
flesh.
too, or like any other other artists. But something that I am still struggling with is like I'm still having some cultural differences. I feel
like what, for example?
Just the way people think, maybe. I feel like the public view towards public figures or artists is a lot harsher here in Korea than in America. That's something that I'm always trying to like be super careful about. I don't know, and I feel like in Korea, it's more about following the trend or like following the standard set by the majority.
Right.
Whereas in America, I guess it's a little more individualistic. Like you have your own thing. If you like this, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I mean, you mind your own business, basically.
Does that? I mean, I'm sure it does. I completely agree, and I completely see where you're coming from, and it affects my music.
Right.
Absolutely, 100% affects my music. Does that? Do you feel like your music has been affected by that cultural difference?
I try my best not to let it change my music, and I don't think I've really been affected too much. But I do always think about that kind of stuff when I'm in the process of making music.
Right.
Like for example, if I like what kind of tune, what kind of chord progression would the Korean audience like?
Right.
So sometimes I cater to a certain target audience when I'm writing a specific song. So some songs I write just in English because I feel like that song or that beat, whatever, is more catered to the American ears. Whereas some tunes that I make, I feel like the Korean people will love this. Then I write more Korean lyrics. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So try to target my audience here and there.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's I mean, I'm the same. I felt like I went after trying to do the Korean sound for so long. And that's because everybody that I was surrounded by, they told me that was the answer. And that's what the label wants. That's what people want, to be safer in terms of investment. Whether we like it or not, from a company label perspective, our album, our music, our brand, our image, those are investments for them.
Right.
And so they were just like, we need you to do these Korean songs. And for a while I was like, all right. And then it drove me crazy.
Right.
Like I can't do this.
Right.
And
not because the song, like the Korean
style
style is bad.
It's just not me.
Right. It's not you.
It's not me.
Right.
And I think people are like, you're just so American. I'm like, I mean, you could say it like it's a bad thing,
but
you
are
me,
American. Like, what are you gonna
I'm
do?
American. Like I grew up there for 20-something years. That's all I know.
Yeah.
And but I think in the past year or two, I've even gone even further to just be like, Look, people in Korea, like, yeah, hip hop, like, there were rappers around for maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
But hip hop did not become hip hop the way it is today
Right.
until a few years ago.
Right.
To be honest,
Yeah.
you know, it really came into its own thing. But I feel the same way about pop music for me. Like, I love just pop, feel good pop. And they're like, oh, 맨날 it's always like, 야, 너무 세련됐어. 너무, it's too American, it's too white. But I'm like, yeah, but everybody here is listening to Maroon 5, Bruno Mars,
music.
Billie Eilish,
Yeah,
Ariana
right.
Grande.
Right.
You love that sound. That's been my thing. But what if, you know, outside of this maybe pressure or not, what have been some struggles or like good things about like the music that you've been working on? What's your biggest 고민, your biggest frustration or concern or?
I guess for me, part of the problem or part of the frustration is because I'm also from America. Like I'm
Right.
from the States, so a lot of times I use a lot of English in my lyrics, and I feel like sometimes that's not. Some people, even Jay Park, have told me, "Oh, you should write more in Korean."
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you're writing for the Korean audience,
Uh-huh.
right? So, and I'm like, but this is me. Like
Right.
even when I speak, I mix half Korean,
Right.
half American, English. And I don't know. I guess that's my biggest concern when I'm writing something. Also, who am I really targeting? Like I said, like you said, I want to make songs that Korean people like, but also the American people like, or the international fans.
Right.
But that middle ground is kind of hard to find.
It's a weird line.
Yeah. So for me, if I want to financially succeed in Korea, I will have to make a song that's very Korean style.
Right.
But then that's not me.
Right.
And I don't want to do that.
Right.
But if I make something that's so American,
Right.
Korean people are going to be like,
What
we
the
kind of don't
hell?
understand this new type of style.
Right.
So I think that's why a lot of Kyopos or like that are trying to make new styles or trying to bring new flavors struggle.
Right.
At least in the beginning.
I agree.
But over time, you know, people will start to like
Appreciate that
appreciate-
for what it is.
right. But it'll take time.
Right.
And can you wait that long?
Right.
Yeah.
I completely agree, and that's part of my thing with my music. That's why I do so much TV. That's why I do so much of everything else, because
To promote yourself?
not only that, like, you know, if I can't make big money doing the music I love,
Wow.
then I gotta
right.
do other things so I can support myself.
Right.
So that's pretty much how I started interviewing people. It's like, I gotta just do a lot more stuff so I can like recoup
Right.
and like get paid,
Right.
that kind of stuff. But it's a very real. I think any artist goes through that.
Right.
Any artist thinks like, this is my dopest jam. This is the most beautiful painting that I've ever done.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy though? Like, so people that are like, I'm just gonna talk about hip hop. So
Yeah.
rappers that make super edgy sounds or whatever, super underground sound, whatever. For the real hip hop fans, they don't make a lot of money because it's not mainstream. The sound is not welcomed by the majority, right? So they don't make a lot of money, and they do that for like a couple of years, and they kind of give up, right?
Right.
So they start making more mainstream sounds, and then people all of a sudden be like, "Oh,
You're a sellout.
You're a sellout. You're a sellout.
Right.
You should go back to whatever you were doing."
Right.
But I'm not gonna buy your CD. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I
that's
think
why people go and show me the money. Right. That's
What
why.
was that like for you? What was Show Me like for you?
It was tough because I'm not a competitive person. I'm not a like aggressive type of guy.
Yeah.
But then that environment is a competition from beginning to end,
Right.
and you're being judged by your art, like based on your art,
Your creativity and
performance,
your
And how are you gonna judge someone's art? Art is art. You know what I mean? In theory, it's like you can't put a score on it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're on that show, you're given money, however much, based on how good your performance was.
Did they legit give you that money though?
No, I mean if you win.
Oh,
you
right,
get the
right,
money.
right.
Yeah. But yeah, they rank you. So I was kind of stressed out, you know, mentally and physically too. But I only did it because, like you said, I needed myself. I needed to promote myself
Right.
to the public.
People need to know you.
Yeah. Before Show Me the Money, people knew me, but like only a small number of people knew me, or people that like hip hop knew me.
Right.
But like, if you were walking in the street and asked, "Oh, do you know who pH-1 is?" They probably times out of 10 they probably say no.
Right.
That's why I went on Show Me the Money, because that show is hot. That show gets a lot of views.
Right.
And I had to take that chance. Like, yeah, I did it mainly for my family too, because I'm the oldest son, and I know my parents don't think that I let them down, but in the back of my head, I kind of feel like I kind of disappointed them when I came here. You know what I mean? Which they're not disappointed at all, but that's what I think. I feel like I kind of gave up on what they wanted me to do to pursue what I wanted to do. So if I'm gonna do that, then I gotta show them that I'm doing well.
Right.
I'm gonna pay back, whatever they did for me.
Yeah.
That's why I guess it was like a more realistic decision.
Right.
For me to go on that show.
Okay.
Right.
What do your parents think of it now? Like your
me
life
going on the
and
show?
your career?
No, they love it. I mean, yeah, they're very, very supportive.
They gotta be so proud.
Yeah, man. Like my mom, my dad, they watch all of my YouTube videos, even the videos that I haven't even seen. Like,
I feel like your parents and my parents could have a powwow.
Yeah.
They could just do a YouTube
and
binge.
Do your parents like send your YouTube links to the church?
Dude, my mom gave my number out to like all the kids at church. And I had all these kids hit me up on Kakao, and I was like, I don't know who you are. I was like, I go to your parents' church.
I know. Yeah, dude, when I visited New York a couple months ago, my mom was like, so, listen, the youth group kids at my church will really want to see you. So can you come as a guest on their Friday night service? I was like, what? What am I going to do? I'm all tatted up. Like, what am I supposed to say to them? Like, they're like, she was like, just be with them. They just want to see you.
Right.
So I went, took pictures with them.
How was that?
It was like kind of weird. You know? But I mean, it was a very a very happy moment for me.
Right.
Yeah, to see my mom really proud and yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Let's talk a little bit about Higher.
Yeah.
And Jay.
Yeah.
And outside looking in, like I don't have a. The one thing that I'm always like jealous of is, idol groups have their group, they have their crew, and that's their group, and they can get along, they can fight, whatever. And then what it looks like outside looking in, like hip hop people have their crews. For me as a solo artist, I don't have that.
By yourself.
I'm by myself, and I'm also like, if you think about solo male artists, there actually aren't that many, like singers. Right? It's a lot. There's a lot of rappers and hip hop people now. But so looking in, it's like, oh, that's cool. Higher Music, you have your own crew. You got Sick K, you got Hownie.
Yeah.
And
Woody Goldchild, G Soul.
Yeah, all those people. What is it like being a part of what I still think is a brand new label, and like a new generation of young, hip hop people coming up?
What was the question?
What is that like? Like,
what is that
dynamic
part
like?
of it?
And like, who like, what is that relationship like? Who are the people you're closest with?
I mean, Higher is definitely more of a very free kind of environment. It's not like what you think is a big entertainment company would be like. It's just like a bunch of artists signed to the label, but it's basically the same thing, same life before getting signed. You just make your own music, you do whatever you want, you work with whoever you want, but just under Higher. And we work with each other, we help each other, we motivate and inspire each other. Yeah, we're all good friends, but everybody's so busy and hardworking.
Right.
So like we don't really like hang out, most of the time. So it's not like we're like offline friends.
Right.
But we definitely like are close and tight when we're together. But it's not like, yo, let's meet up. Yeah, it's not like that kind of.
Okay.
Everybody's doing their own thing. Yeah.
So then, who do you consider like friend, or like who do you spend time with?
Well, I
colleague.
consider everybody my friend, but the one person that I actually hang out in person and work with closely is Mokio. This guy named Mokio. He's a singer-songwriter, but also a producer.
Yeah, most of your newest
Yeah.
album, it looked
Yeah.
like, was produced by.
Yeah, or all of it.
All of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mokio. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
So y'all
Yep.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Y'all are eating jjajangmyeon,
Yeah. I don't know. Chicken. Whatever.
chicken, going to PC Bang.
Yeah.
Whatever. What's it like working with Jay? Having him, he's like what, technically CEO
Yeah. Yeah.
of Hire.
Mm.
What is it? Who is he to you, and what is that relationship like?
Well, long story short, he's the guy that saved me from that miserable life that we talked about before.
Right.
And he's the guy who was there when nobody else was there to give me a chance. And he saw a potential. And solely on that potential, he signed me. You know,
Right.
I had nothing. No, I didn't look good. I didn't have an album, nothing. But he just signed me because he saw a potential in me. You know, and that's something that I can never pay back. So, and he's still working his ass off, you know.
Dude,
like,
he works so
and
hard.
he's signed to Rock Nation, and he's trying to break into the American market, and it's just inspiring just to see somebody who's very established work that hard, harder than a lot of people here in America, in Korea.
I look at his socials and the stuff that he does. I'm just like, how does one man
do everything,
do so much?
Yeah.
Like, I think I work hard, and then I see Jay, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna take that back. Let's talk about your album. Halo.
Home Alone, Lights Out.
First of all, what does that mean to you? What does this album mean to you? What were you trying to get across to listeners?
So basically, Halo is my first 정규 album, which means first, I guess, official full-length album. So basically, I wanted it to really represent the type of music that I do, and I wanted to kind of solidify myself as an artist, you know, because I've been rapping, I've been singing, whatever, but I wanted people to know, like, what sound does PH make? What genre is he? So I wanted this to really represent my sound, my style, who I am, and my identity as a person too.
This album is about relationships.
Oh yeah, between people in general, like good relationships, bad relationships, people that take advantage of you, people that'll make you pissed off, or people that will love you, just regardless of how, you know, how bad you think you are,
Unconditionally.
Yeah. Just all those type of feelings that I get while living. Right, and socializing with people. And me, the biggest identity or keyword that would describe me is homebody. Yeah, I'm a big homebody. I never leave home if I don't have to. So that's what Halo means, like Home Alone, Lights Out mean. I'm staying home alone with the lights out. And up until that album, I released 3 prior singles. And it all connects into one sentence. So it was Harry loves staying home alone, lights out. So that sentence, kind of describes my life, basically.
How long did it take you to put this album together? It was a long
Some songs I wrote 2 years ago.
Oh, word.
Yeah, some songs I wrote like maybe a month before the album.
What do you have, like, a favorite? I mean, I hate this question, but I gotta ask you. Do you have, like, a favorite song?
Malibu. Yeah, that's one of the titles, double titles.
Right.
But that song is more like more hip hop, more jazzy guitar, more sexy, that type of thing. Because a lot of people see me as a very non-sexy type of person, you know, like someone who's like kind of like just soft, and I sing, you know, feel good music. So for me to really touch that type of genre is like kind of refreshing for me too.
So you have Malibu, and then there's Like Me.
Like Me.
Right.
Yeah.
And so those are double titles.
Yeah.
And like me is more
about that unconditional love.
Right.
Like, why do you like me? You know what I mean? I'm such a bad person.
Right. Are you writing again right now? Are you working
Oh
on
yeah,
stuff right now?
I'm always writing when I have free time. Some songs don't ever, make it
Right.
to the streaming,
I have
but
so many of those.
yeah, a lot of just sketches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, this should.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you write it and then a couple days later, if you don't think about it, then it's probably not that good.
Right.
But if you keep thinking about it, then it's probably good.
Right.
Yeah. And so I have a single coming up in the summer. In July. It's a summer song. And then I'm also working on a collab album with somebody. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What are so you have music coming out, any other like big plans, anything that
I can't say right now, but hopefully within this year I'm gonna do my own concert.
Okay.
Well, in Korea first, and then I want to do Europe
Ooh.
tour. Yeah. And then US next year maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. No, definitely next year. Yeah, US.
All right.
Yeah.
What is your definition of success? When will you be this is maybe too big. Are you happy now? If not, when do you see yourself being like, I made it, I'm good, I don't need anything else. Anything above here is just bonus.
I am happy. I'm very happy. I don't consider myself to have made it yet. But my definition of success is like, if you can support yourself and your family without anything to worry about, doing what you love, that's success for me. And if you have people that you love around you that love you back, then that's success. I am capable of supporting myself and helping my family members, whatever, but I don't know how long this is gonna last.
Right.
This is not guaranteed right now. So until I get that point where everything's, I know for a fact for the next whatever years I'm good, then I would have made it, but not yet. I'm still getting there.
Your biggest dream is it that success, or do you have
just to have people that I love not worry about things.
Fair
that
enough.
I want to take care of them.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck
Thank you.
to you. We're gonna get there. We're
You're
gonna
already-
get there.
You're already there.
I'm not there yet.
No?
We're gonna get there.
Okay. Soon, hopefully.
Soon we will. All right. So we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna have some lightning round questions. All right.
Shit.
Just something easy.
Who
All right.
who came up with these questions?
I don't actually know.
Oh, okay.
I'm very bad at this.
I'll try to.
All right. Ready?
Okay.
Who makes you laugh the most?
My dog.
Your dog. Okay. Who makes you cry? What song makes you cry every time?
I don't cry. I don't cry.
What song makes you emotional as fuck?
Listen by Beyonce.
Oh, damn. That's a good one.
Okay.
Okay. Go-to meal on the road.
Subway.
Subway. What sandwich?
Italian BMT.
Okay, I can't knock you on that one. Favorite brand, fashion brand?
Stussy.
Stussy. All right. You have to delete one app forever, Instagram or YouTube?
YouTube.
YouTube?
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. Is this going on YouTube?
Probably. It don't matter. First artist you ever stand?
First artist?
Yeah.
First? Eminem.
Eminem.
Yes.
All right. Last person you texted?
You.
Okay. Person you'd ask. Person you'd marry right now if they asked.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
If you're watching.
All right. Yeah. Send Ariana a message for us.
Hey, I know you're single right now, so.
All right. Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes?
What kind of ghosts?
Whatever your definition
There's
of
different
ghost.
kinds of ghosts.
Well, please break down the different types of ghosts for me.
There's like Korean ghosts. There's like American ghosts.
There's Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah. No, I believe in like the spiritual beings.
Okay,
Yeah.
spiritual beings.
Yeah.
What comes to mind when you think of your fans?
My song "Like Me."
Okay.
Why do you like me?
All right.
Yeah.
What is the color orange to you?
It's my brand,
Orange.
orange.
You took over a
Yes.
full color of the rainbow
Right,
from the entire world
right.
to make it your brand.
Yeah.
And literally, when I see orange, I think of pH-1.
I know.
And I hate you for it.
I'm still waiting for that, like orange Fanta PPL.
You'll get
or
there.
Like whatever.
You'll get there. And this is from the writers. Eric Nam is blank. Oh man, you don't have to answer it.
My inspiration.
Shut up.
Well, not the only inspiration, but
Okay.
you definitely inspired me ever since you did that.
Well, thank you. I think that pretty much wraps up the questions. We're just gonna do, if you want to do a message to all the people, all your fans from all around the world.
Thank you for watching this video, first and foremost. I'm very happy to, have this chance to really talk about my life to the international fans. Check out my latest album, Halo, if you haven't already. Stream it, share it. But most importantly, thank you for supporting my music. Thank you for supporting K-pop in general, because, it just means a lot to people like us. And sometimes I feel like you guys are underappreciated, but yeah, we're doing our best to show our appreciation. Thank you, and I'll have tours and shows to meet you guys.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hi, bro.
Yep.
Thanks for coming out.
No, thank you for having me. Man.
Have a good one.
You too.
Sit down. Woo! Where are you headed?
Home.
This guy.
To see my puppy.
Homebody.